A wild Shannon in the shop here. Converter City. All right, before you do anything else,
that motherfucker is definitely not playing games. Like, that flap disc is something serious.
Dude, Roark.
I don't know who that is.
Roark.
Yeah,
Roark.
Whatever it is, buy those.
I got their link in the description below. That is a serious flap disc.
That thing is not messing around. Like,
all right.
I would have never thought, like, normally they clog up when you're cutting soft metal like that.
I told you, I said be careful. That thing's serious.
Playing. Yeah, I'm making some good progress. Like,
all right, Shannon, it's been a while since you've been on the channel.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
You don't race Bloodbath anymore.
Yeah, go Bloodbath retired.
Right lane, we got the Bloodbath. The left lane, we got the Black Sheep. In the left lane, both race. If you're in the stands, you will move out of the stands. If you're in the stands, guys, move out of the stands. You got to move out of the stands, guys. Get out of the stands. Move out of the stands, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, right lane, Shannon, y'all, the blood. Left lane, the Black Sheep Wheeler. Here we go. Shouting y'all, stood it up. When he stood it up, that only look good. That only look good for the crew members out there. Black Sheep Regal with the win. The Black Sheep Regal with the win.
What do you got now?
Got a little Napa truck, an old Napa truck that I retired. I bought it at an auction for $1,200.
Yep, and it's stock.
Yeah, it's bone stock.
It's like similar to that, but I'd say more of what I tried to do out the gate.
Yeah, yeah. I basically shit on John's small truck dreams, so.
Like, off rip, like one day, like, hey, I'm gonna buy this, buys it, I'm like, I'm selling mine.
Yeah,
That literally.
that's legit how it went.
Literally that quick.
Literally bought it rolling, posted a picture in the group chat, and John was like, that's it.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done, just like that. So,
he was like, I hate you, and never park near me at the racetrack.
yeah, I literally said, I was like, we can't park near each other.
That's what he said.
So,
like, first time you've seen it.
It's S10,
Yeah.
small block Ford powered, single
Yeah.
turbo, same setup at a Bloodbath.
Yeah, yeah, same drivetrain, everything.
Chassis is like killer nice.
Yeah, it's a nice true back half. It's got, you know, factory frame rails in the front, factory style front suspension, so they can't kick me out of anywhere. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much a pro mod.
Well, you said it, not me. I wasn't gonna say it. That's everything now.
I mean, I'll just be honest. I mean, it's legit. It's legit.
How much nicer is the chassis, and how much better does it perform than what you were used to?
Oh man, no comparison. As far as the chassis goes, I mean, no comparison, literally.
You got some videos of that up on your channel?
Yeah, there's a few videos on my channel. I bought it rolling, and within I bought it rolling with no paint, no floors. It was basically a chassis with a body hung. Had all the fiberglass parts hung, no windows. And in 2 months' time, I put the motor and trans in, wired, plumbed the whole thing, painted
I was supposed to build your turbo kit, and then we got so busy.
Carbon floors. Yeah, you were on. I think you were when you were going to build the turbo kit. The storm happened, and you were gone for like a month.
Yeah.
And you come back, and I was racing.
Yeah, literally.
Like, what in the hell is going on here?
Like, literally, as disrespectful as it could be, just slapping me in the face with everything. The trucks, the timeline, everything.
Yeah, I mean, I made some smoke on getting it running. I mean, because I built it 100% pretty much myself. I did the fab and wiring and plumbing and all that stuff.
I help you with the rear bumper.
Oh, my bad. Junior here. Charles, he helped me with the rear bumper. You guys just blew that. Y'all want to try that again?
All right, here, come
You wanna
on.
try
The
that
snail.
again?
Look at that. Every time. Look at that. Too easy. All right, so you had some struggle. Well, you went out there off rip, like tested one day, went out there, take home a win.
Yeah. Yeah. We went testing the first day, went to Thunder Valley, the place where John's the former track record holder.
Oh, my God.
And
who
we
is the
went
track
there.
record holder now?
We went there. I don't know, some dude in a fox body. But we went. we went.
I
there.
can't. It's just never-ending disrespect.
This is the thanks he gets for giving me a torque converter to run
Yeah.
when mine's broke. Like
Yeah,
I come
yeah.
down here at 11 o'clock on a Friday to make a race tomorrow and borrow a torque converter.
But I did get. He did say I'm getting smarter. Like, he did compliment me.
He
there.
did, yeah. He's
Couple good ideas.
Like some, as far as like some actually working on stuff, John's making leaps and bounds. Okay. I mean, before the only thing he could operate was the thing he's got in his hand right now.
the backhanded compliments are just unbelievable right now. All right, so back to it.
Yeah,
you went
okay.
out there.
Yeah.
You ended up winning really like the first race you ran in.
Yeah, we went to Thunder Valley, and even though we sucked the first day out, couldn't get the truck down the track really, still made it to the finals, and we ended up splitting the money. Went home that night, and looked at the data, and watched some videos of the truck and stuff. Decided we need to make a bar change. I made a 4-link change that night. Went to Piedmont the next day, and back to business.
Yeah.
We kicked everyone's ass and got paid.
Awesome.
So one
Awesome.
race. Yeah, second day out, we beat the guys from TKM in the finals.
My bad. My fault.
They had a fast car. I mean, it was a drag race. We were tied together down through there. And I haven't been out since. I hurt the motor that day. Had a problem. I think I had some residual problem from a lifter failure earlier in the year, and hurt the motor. So I haven't been back out since. So
Took the motor all apart, put it back together.
yeah, freshened the motor up, got it all fixed. Like, had some serious problems. Crank was messed up. Took it to a local guy. He messed the crank up, destroyed it. Ordered a crank from Estonia, like in Europe, and it made it all the way to within 15 miles of my house, and UPS lost it in Goldsboro.
Oh my God,
right around the
I didn't
corner
even
from
know
my
about
house.
this.
Yeah.
Lost.
I ordered a Winberg from Estonia, a dude that has a Pro Mod out there, exactly like the crank I had. And it made it all the way to Goldsboro, North Carolina from Estonia, literally near Finland, like across the world. Makes it all the way to Goldsboro, gets lost. So then I had to buy another crank.
Oh wait, you
locally.
never got it?
Never got it. Still
Stop.
haven't got it. Still haven't got it.
You got a pocket
It's
for it?
Lost right now, but I mean, I
Oh.
use PayPal, so I should be. I think I'm going to be okay.
My
But
God.
I'm giving him some time to try and work it out with UPS, but they lost it.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
the day it
Some
was
dude
supposed-
has like a Civic with a Winberg in it.
Yeah. The day it was supposed to be delivered, the UPS driver showed up to deliver it, looks around the truck and is like,
It ain't here.
this ain't in here. So I knew right then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because if UPS thinks it's in that truck, and
Yeah.
it's not in that truck,
Yeah, some
it
dude at
was
Burger
either
King.
in that truck and got left somewhere else, or they freaking don't have any idea where it's at.
Some dude at Burger King got it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropped it off at Hardee's with
Yeah.
an order of chicken nuggets. Like, literally, it's gone. So,
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
So you got it back together and everything, and then converter issue, you think? Something's
yeah,
not
we
right?
we literally have been fighting for like a while to get it back together because the crank issue and ordering a crank, waiting for that, and still never came to. I ended up just buying another one, so I've had to buy 2 crankshafts, and got Kevin and them to hone the block and line hone it. Got it all back together, running like earlier this week. Big race coming up this weekend. Everyone's private testing today except for me, and got it together like 2 days ago. Think the converter's broke. Not sure. It won't spool. Engine sounds very healthy.
But hey,
It's
I got converters for days over here.
Jeez,
How many
doesn't-
converters do I
this
got
dude
over
got
here?
converters like I don't even know. He must have like I think I counted 6 bolt-togethers.
They're everywhere.
Ain't it 6? I think
There's a couple.
because there's 4 out here that are not in the box, not ran. Then we got one in the Colorado, one in the Black Sheep.
Yeah.
That's at least 6 I know of off
yeah.
rip.
I had a spending problem.
Yeah.
No longer. Anything over $500, I can't do it. I have to get admin approval.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. So what are you doing here for everyone that doesn't understand what's going on? First of all, you probably should never do this.
Yeah, do not recommend this. If Pete sees this or whatever, just ignore what we're doing
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Nothing to see here. The converter snout height is a little too tall for my combination. We just stood them up and put a straight edge across them to measure the installed height.
And what is this contact.
the crankshaft adapter goes over this, and that goes against the back of the crankshaft. Well, if this is too tall, it'll push on the crankshaft before it pushes on the flex plate, and it'll wipe the thrust out. Like,
so this
easily.
it has to be in the back of the crankshaft, but you don't want it pushing on it. You want it centered in there, and this is what centers everything.
Right.
Without that, you're probably going to have no legs.
Yeah, you're going to have vibration, all kinds of issues. So you need that to center it in the crankshaft, but you want it to barely be in the adapter. That way it has room to grow, because if the converter swells with pressure and heat, it'll push on the crankshaft. That's why they call it a flex plate, is because it's designed to flex as the converter moves in and out. But if it's pushing on the pilot of the crankshaft, it can't flex. So then it's pushing directly on the thrust bearing.
So you're sanding this one down. We got a nice set of dial calipers here.
Yeah, we do have. We got some.
Some real
money,
like machine
money.
shop.
Yeah. Like, I think it goes to the millionth of an inch. The dial the calipers
per mat.
Yeah, the digital calipers that John has. I think they're the millionth of an inch.
Matt
was definitely behind that purchase. I already know.
Yeah, Matt was. You guys know Matt's no longer with us. We got into a fight. We actually were arm wrestling. He wanted to wrestle with his strong hand. I wanted to arm wrestle him with his weak hand. We ended up arguing. Next thing you know, boom, shirts are off. We're outside trying to fight, and before we fought, we just went our separate ways, and Matt ain't been back since. So no more Matt. Sorry about it. If you guys wanted to see more of Matt, you know what? Tough shit. It's just how it is.
I heard, that's not the story I heard, but I mean, I heard there was an awkward boner situation. But
Got him! Got him!
Freaking did. All right. So,
but anyways, yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to cut this adapter. We're trying to cut this pilot down a little bit. It was this size, as you can see. We've cut off like 100 thou. We had to cut off 125 thou. So I took the calipers and marched it all the way around, and you know, it's not exact. It doesn't really have to be an exact science, because ideally you don't want this to bottom out at all. So if this contacts, you already got a problem. If it's not completely flat, probably not the end of the world.
Yep.
Your converter guy is not going to agree with what I just said, but that's the reality.
Yeah, I mean, listen to your converter guy, get it spec'd out correctly, make sure you measure before you put it in there. But hey, if it's not right, bring it to Shannon.
This is like emergency, like race day.
We've been in this position before.
Maybe once or twice. Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Roark. You guys can get all your supplies there. They have flap discs for everything. That one's like an aluminum specific setup for softer metals.
Not gonna lie, that thing is crazy.
There's step bits. Oh, and like, look, you've been grinding on that thing for a minute. That thing looks brand new.
Yeah, I mean, it's not clogging. Like, typically they clog up when you grind soft metal like that. That must be whatever they got proprietary going on with their aluminum flap discs, so they don't clog up.
No, there's step bits.
That thing is not messing around.
Their step bits are like butter. You just like right through them. I mean, everything they got's badass. So check them out. Their links in the description below. Roark Supply. Are you gonna get back to grinding? What are you doing?
Yeah. I gotta get back to work.
All right.
That's enough gossip.
Oh yeah.
Boner line is comedy gold.
All right, so what are you doing here? You're popping that sucker off.
Yeah,
look at that.
Back off.
How hot is that thing?
I don't think it's actually that hot.
It's dissipating heat, and
it's literally the flap disc is like not making heat for whatever reason.
Dude, it's like a magical flap disc.
Oh,
Literally, because I sanded it for like 30 seconds on the belt sander, and it took off 0 thousandths, and it was scalding hot. Like you couldn't even breathe on it. Like it would roast you.
I'm telling you, Roark Supply.
Roark disc, and they don't even make your stuff hot. You can touch it instantly after.
I'm telling you.
That's the dang fair.
Why aren't you not doing that? That's what David uses to trim his mustache. Go to Roark Supply. I can't even talk. All right, what are you at?
We're right there.
That's it? Is it like on the money?
It's pretty close, yeah. I mean, and that one side needs to be trimmed down more than the other.
Oh, is that the side that someone hit with a hammer?
No. I don't know who would do something like that.
Shannon literally goes, yeah, you just can't mess out the outside diameter. And I literally smoke it with the damn hammer.
I'm like, the only thing you can't do is mess up the diameter, and John immediately slaps the side of it with a 2-pound hammer. I'm like, yeah, that's the part I meant. Yes, that's the part you're not supposed to hit.
You know what? Can't have nothing nice around here.
Can't have shit nice around.
That's just.
I swear.
Well, now that you got it right here, I mean, I guess we got options, converter wise. You know, we got. I don't know how much different this one is than that one. I know that this one's brand new, 1632.5 stator. This one, I don't know what's in it. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous about that one, is the fact that we don't know what's in it. I'm telling you, it makes no sense how that thing doesn't get hot like that.
It's magic.
It is kind of magic.
You think it's magic?
Did you guys see that patented deburr technique?
That's good.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Well, I mean, what do you want? Do you want to take both converters out there and?
Definitely not changing them between rounds. So.
Oh no! Oh, what is it? Just like, I mean, what if you shake it down? It's just ass. So then you swap converters, and then it's
gonna be ass.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take my beating and go home. There's not even any shakedowns, so I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
go
it's first round.
First round, blind with someone else's converter on a truck. I've got 3 passes on actually.
I love it. Well,
I had 3 full passes on the truck.
I'm going tomorrow to document all of this now.
So which one do you think I'm gonna be better with? What was
So this one is set up to be like
Black Sheep?
Black Sheep, like 2,700-ish pounds,
Right.
2,750. Go 4 O's, 14s.
Right.
That's what it's set up.
It's gonna be pretty tight in my truck. Probably.
You think you're not turning that kind? You're gonna have to just turn the power up.
Light though.
Well, so this one was set up for all steel, all glass, probably tighter.
Right. Maybe
Because
so maybe not quite as fast, but heavier. So it's
heavier. Well, I
probably
think that one actually. I think the small block Ford would make more power.
Right.
Had a bigger turbo and all.
Right.
So this one could be more of a man
But
than
more
that.
weight, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say go with
Even
that
if
one.
you thought similar power but more weight, that one you would think would be tighter probably. So this is probably our best option.
Yeah.
Our best option would probably be the one that wasn't tight enough in the Black Sheep.
Which we'd have to take it out, and I never got to putting this one in the Black Sheep, to be honest.
Yeah, this is the one you were going to put in the Black
Yeah,
Sheep.
so I got like a 1532. This is a 1632.5. So this is a hair looser.
See, the 1532.5 is what I had, I think. That's what
Is it?
Cameron was, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean that should be it should be close.
It should be in the ballpark, I would think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be in the ballpark. I mean,
What are we gonna do when it's so good he doesn't want to give it back? What do you what's the deal like if you don't want to give it back?
I just don't. I mean, you're not going to see me on the channel anymore.
Do we need to get a different bolt or cut that one down?
No, because it's not going to matter because it doesn't matter at all how much it sticks out of there because
In the center, it
the
goes-
pilot of
it
the
goes-
crank is hollow way up in there for
Yeah.
like an inch. Yeah, so that's really irrelevant.
Is it
I mean, I could theoretically take a big drill bit and countersink it, but there's really no purpose.
is it countersunk enough to where it's gonna hold it in there?
Yeah. I mean, it's already centered because it's got a step on it,
Okay.
and there's still some of the countersink left in there.
You actually took a good bit of that out.
Yeah, I mean, not to cut almost the full countersink off. I
Dude,
mean, I think
that flap disc is so
125 thou pretty much is what I took off of it right there.
serious. Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. Well, now we have a vested interest now, so we're gonna be
Yeah.
at
I
the
mean, you
track
gotta
with
see how it
documenting.
turns out. I mean, I might stink it up, I might go out there and suck pretty much, but you don't know. You don't know. I mean, that's kind of what I thought was gonna happen. The second day we went to Piedmont because the first day we sure sucked. Yeah, I'm just gonna verify real quick with the straight edge before I put the screw back in.
That's money.
Look at that guy.
That is money.
Look at that guy.
That is money.
Yeah.
That is literally on the money.
Like
right there.
measured twice and cut once. Something like that.
Hell yeah.
However the saying goes, I don't know. We'll see. The only other thing I wanted to check.
The pads.
is the pad height, correct? Yeah. This is actually going to work great because my pads are probably 100 thou higher than these.
And you had to put a
run
washer.
I had to run a washer in between my pads and the flex
Yeah.
plate.
Dude,
So
I'm
this
just.
one should work out. Should be spaced perfectly. I shouldn't even need a washer.
What's gonna happen when it's absolutely perfect and you're like, hey, I need to keep this. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, all I really need to do is take and wipe that Black Sheep off of it.
I mean, you just said it. We're just going to keep it.
Yeah.
What's the breakdown if you win? Like, what's? I mean, I gotta.
I mean, I don't have right now. I can't race. So I pretty much got to give you whatever you want. I mean,
you know what? I'll take 90%. We'll do a 90-10
Okay.
split. There it is.
That's a deal. Yeah.
He gets to the finals. He's just like tells
win-
the other guys, "Hey, let's split 50-50 on the side."
Yeah, yeah. I win the race. I literally get my entry fee back, and John gets the rest.
Hey, Shannon, I got enough to buy you a new converter.
Yeah. Next week, John's like, "Yeah, sponsored Shannon a converter. I paid for it because I by the winnings, but whatever."
Good. All right, well, we'll be out there.
Yeah, we're gonna take it and try it. Hopefully, everything fits like we think.
I would say this is pretty normal.
This is basically typical.
I mean, like racing.
Yeah, I mean, this is just racing.
How many nights have you spent over here, like 2 a.m. standing on top of the motor?
Yeah, I mean, working on mine or yours or whatever. I mean, this is just what it takes. If you seriously race and you want to win, if you're not working on your shit at midnight or 2 in the morning, somebody else is, and they're probably gonna beat you tomorrow.
I mean, we still got to go home and put this all
We still
together.
got to put this in and see if it spools, and then load everything up tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's got to race his junior tomorrow.
Oh,
you know, the
the-
LS Nasty sponsored junior.
Hell yeah, my guy. You can be out
Got
there
a new
splitting wigs.
We
You
got a
can be
new Harbor Freight Hemi on that thing.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
Yeah, Harbor Freight Hemi. On
I
the
hear
gas.
it's a tough looking rig you got out there. Is that right? Looks pretty good.
It's a pretty sweet looking junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Pretty
Yeah.
sweet looking junior, ain't it?
And again, I get the 90% deal on that too, because it
Yeah.
says LS Nasty on it, right?
Yeah, you get 90% of the winnings there, so.
They make fun of me because I went 009 red last time.
Oh yeah. Listen, one more of those, and we're gonna stick chasing there. So you better tighten up, all right? I know it'll fit too. So.
Yeah.